Hey, what up, guys? Welcome to day 3 of the 31 Days of Horror. I decided to review Scanners here. Um, One of my favorite David Cronenberg films, and David Cronenberg is in one of my top 5 favorite directors. I think, he came up with an original vision that it's just his own vision. I've never seen anybody come close to the style he has. John Carpenter and Wes Craven and them. They're amazing directors, classic movies. You know what I mean? And it could be argued that they came up with a signature style, whatever. But like John Carpenter, though, you could watch a movie and be like, oh, okay, this is a John Carpenter movie. But you can't deny that David Cronenberg came in with a whole new vision, and it shook the game up, in my opinion. I think his just visual style, and I like the cold medical feel to pretty much every single one of his movies. It always has like a realistic medical kind of bent to it, and I appreciate that. And Scanners is a really fun movie. I think this was like his first major studio film. Like he had made like Shivers and Rabid and stuff, but I think this was like his first major studio thing. And basically, for anybody that doesn't know, it's a story of this guy. He's found in a mall, and he's like this homeless kind of dude. And it starts off, he ends up like controlling this woman in the mall who's talking shit about him with his mind. And this dude ends up seeing it, and he basically kind of kidnaps him and says, "Oh, you're a scanner. This one dude's going to be looking for you to try to convert you into his army to take over the world because the world wants to be run by scanners." And so that's pretty much the setup. And then you meet Michael Ironside, who it's definitely the performance of his career, in my opinion. Even though he's had tons of amazing performances, this is what I think of when I think of Michael Ironside. But he's like the head scanner dude. He's like the head honcho guy. He has like a cool backstory. He has this like scar in the middle of his head. It's cool. They show some footage of how that happened. It's pretty cool. I like his backstory. I would have liked to see like a prequel movie just about him in one of the sequels, but unfortunately we didn't get. But yeah, and then it's basically him trying to find the scanner that was found in the beginning, but the government kind of got to the scanner first, and they're kind of using him to take down, what's his name, Dalek or something? I don't even remember his name in this. Michael Ironside's, I can't remember his name, but Michael Ironside's character, he wants to take him down and, you know what I mean, stop the scanners from taking over the world and all that, and that's pretty much it without giving a whole lot away. There's some really awesome special effects, especially with the scanner showdown at the end. There's obviously one of the most well-known head explosion scene in history. Um, just a classic. I'd give it like a 9.5 out of 10 movie. I think it's almost a perfect movie. There's scenes, set pieces I love, especially he goes to visit this other scanner who's like an artist, and he makes like these weird like sculptures and stuff. Or I wouldn't really know what to call them, but there's a really cool set piece with that. And it just breezes by, and I think it's really well done. The acting's good, special effects good. I'm just a big fan of the feel of it and the whole vibe of the movie. And people shit on the sequels. I love the sequels, which I'll review during these 31 Days of Horror too. But this Criterion release in general here, I would definitely pick this release up over the Region B releases, because the Criterion release looks amazing. The transfer is awesome. There's no complaints with it. I mean, it shows its age. There's grain and stuff. It's a movie from 1981, but it's still a beautiful transfer. And as far as special features go, you get the new 2K transfer, supervised by David Cronenberg. The Scanner's Way, a 2014 documentary on the film's special effects, which is cool. They go into all the big set pieces with scanners. Mental Saboteur, or I don't know how to say that, an interview in 2014 with actor Michael Ironside, so that's cool. The Ephemeral Diaries, a 2012 interview with actor and artist Stephen Lack. An excerpt from 1981 interview with Cronenberg on the Bob McLean show. 2K digital transfer of Stereo, Cronenberg's first feature film, and that was like it. It was like a real indie film. I haven't seen it yet, but a 2K transfer. It's cool that you get that, because Arrow actually has a release, Region B, of all of David Cronenberg short films or films like that. I think it has like stereo. There's some other ones. There's like 3 films on that Arrow release, but like I said, you don't need to get that though, because this and like Videodrome has all those films on as special features, trailers, and then a booklet. So yeah, definitely I recommend this. Scanners released by Criterion. There's a Criterion sale next month, so I would definitely pick up Scanners. It's a must-have for any horror collection. It's a must-have for any Criterion collection, and if you go to Barnes & Noble next month, you can get Scanners and Videodrome on Blu-ray for the price of just Scanners. So Videodrome is a whole nother story for another video. That's a 10 out of 10 movie. But anyways, guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.